close, skin pressed against me tight, lie still, close your eyes, girl, so lovely, it feels so right. Now, if you don't know that song, then you need to do some serious soul searching, because why don't you know that song? Welcome to episode 16. I'm so sorry for sounding like Riley from Boondocks, but I'm actually a little sick. I just came from traveling because I went back home to see my mom and celebrate her birthday with my family. So I got sick while I was out there and couldn't re-record immediately, because that's the thing. I was supposed to upload. The shit didn't save. So I was just like running late for the airport. And once I saw that happen, like on my phone while I'm on the way to the airport, I was like, I have no time. Be sure to, while you're getting in and settling in and watch this video, be sure to like, comment, and for the new viewers, subscribe, and don't be afraid to comment either or like. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and that's Pink Sadiddy, PYNK SIDDITY. Now, if you follow me on these social medias, I also express that I will be reviewing an edible. Now, I haven't dabbled in the arts of THC for a little minute, but I do have a special guest here with me. And so I have a chocolate chip cookie from Mika's Treats. Now, as you can see, girl, this cookie look bitten in. It absolutely is. I did chop it up from the head to the ceiling, as you can see, half of this cookie, but I will take another piece. I don't want to mess up my lipstick. Get you one of these. They come in 3-pack bundles, 6-pack bundles. She has candy on there. She has lemonade, like everything like that your heart would desire. And the cookie is actually really good. Like, yeah, I think it's gluten free too. Episode 16, I'm asking you the most pivotal question of your life and point in time right now. As you can see, we are living in a day and age where it's like you might as well follow your dreams. You might as well chase what you want to do. You might as well speak how you feel. You might as well do what your heart desires. Go where your heart desires. It's almost 2026, and I'm trying to figure out why you not popping your shit. Why? We're going to dive into this episode today. I said I did have a little bit before this episode started, so bear with me, okay? This episode's going to be very interesting and off the dome. So being that in today's day and age, or just even a part of growing pains in life, we all have our ups and downs. Now, one minute we are on top of the world. We're getting prayers answered after prayer answered after prayer answered. We're getting our wants and our needs met. Everything is feeling fine in our garden is growing and thriving. And there are days where there is a giant rain cloud that is about to pierce over our lives and then just shut everything down. And I'm talking about those moments of my first point, which is feeling out of place. Feeling out of place, I want to reassure you, is absolutely normal. And this can come from any area in your life. That's whether environment-wise, that's at work, that's in your career, that is in a relationship, that is in your social group, that is just in any aspect in your life, even in family. So it's not just specified in any one area, and it's also not specified for any type of person. Everyone has at least experienced 1 or 2 times in their life of feeling completely out of place. And if you haven't experienced that yet, keep on living. I feel like also comes from just inner guidance and discernment, where basically your spirit is telling you it's time for a shakeup and it's time for a change. You're outgrowing this and you need to pivot or else. So it's more so like something to humble you and to get you ready and prepped up for your next level. And it can come in many forms. Like it will feel like it's rejection in a way, but it's not. Like I went through the same thing of that, where something that just and it could have been anything, a job. When I say anything, it could be anything. And I just felt like, well, what is this? Like, what's happening? But it's just more so like you have more ahead of you, so you need to start gearing up for that. And it can feel very empty internally because you're just like, you just feel lost, like, and you just don't feel like you have a finish line or a deadline to meet anymore. So you just feel like you just falling and falling and falling, and but you're not. It's just you're just missing that direction or that inner trusting of yourself where you're gonna really look around and realize your options, or if you have lack thereof options, or if you have too many options, you need to chop away of what you need to do next and how you can get out of this rut that you are in at the time. A permanent spot in your life and in your moment, or even in your head, in your heart. It's never just a hard stop to where this is it for you. At like you can make or create your reality and whatever you want it to be, and you're doing yourself a huge disservice by feeding into the lostness that you do. That's the best time that you can actually cultivate and grow your fruits of your labor, and also look at the fruits of your labor on what you have done and how you can add to your, your bookshelf of shit that I done did and I accomplished. You know what I mean? It can be such a haunting feeling because you just feel so out of place and you feel so lost. But don't take that as that. I promise you, that doesn't do you any justice by feeding into those feelings, because that's where it starts drifting off into insecure land. And I don't like to. That's the thing with insecurities. Insecurities do nothing for you. Like, that's literally in my mind. They either are going to motivate you to do better or they're going to hold you back. So if you have some insecurities, your best fit is to let it motivate you for you to do better. Don't like sulk in them. Like, don't be. I don't understand that, because I've been through dark periods in my life, but I remember all the time how I got out of it, which is reminding myself of who I am, where I've been, how far I've come, and that the sky is the limit for me and I can get through anything. So don't feed into the doubts. Don't feed into your insecurities. Don't feed into any of those small hangups about yourself, because they are small. So when you are recognizing that you feel lost and out of place, you're going to have a lot more clarity and a lot more direction on what you need to do next and how you can get to the next point in your life. Let me tell you something. This edible is like the real deal, because it's like I feel it and I feel it and I feel it and I feel it. I could take another piece. I'll take another little cute piece, because we finna be talking, okay? My ASMR. Now, when you are on this journey and you are at the point where you're like, I feel lost, basically, now what? That's when you turn, and make sure you turn. The next thing you need to be looking at is a mirror, because now you have the inner work to do. Doing your inner work, acknowledging you have inner work to do, is not easy by any means. I know this from pure experience. I will always brush things off like I don't give a fuck, like, when in reality that was not the truth. It is the truth, but it's not the truth. Like, I would put a blanket thing saying that over everything, when in reality it's like I do care about 70% of the things that are going on. Not full blown like not full blown like 90%. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, that doesn't feel comfortable to me anymore. I started to more so want to be more vulnerable and more open with whether how I'm feeling, or if I feel out of place, or if I want to, like, change directions in my life or whatever, and getting comfortable and doing the work of why I don't feel comfortable, of why I've been the way I have been, or why is this going on, why is that going on. Like, inner work is it's the constant searching for the why that you never had answered before, or you never even looked at before. And it's like, really, when you really look at yourself, you're just like, why? Because of this happened. So this one happened. Let me make sure I'm doing the work and making those switches and making those, pivots in my life. And then the next thing will come up is like, well, can I do it? So then now you got more in the work of, why are you questioning yourself? Do you have a history of questioning yourself? Well, let's start a root. Why are you questioning yourself? What happened to you when you was 4? And it's that constant thing, like, there are always going to be questions that you're going to want to answer within yourself, to just do better, and how you can move forward, and how you can, be wherever it is that you're supposed to be doing, or be whatever it is you're supposed to be, or just what can you add onto your arsenal as an individual that makes you more you, and you more comfortable with you being yourself. Like, what is it? How do you get to you? How do I get to me? How do I get more in touch with me? Because me is feeling a little lost right now. So that inner work is so necessary and so strenuous. And it's not easy. It's not easy to have moments of where you're looking at yourself like, I was weak right there. Or I could have been a lot more humble there. Or I didn't have to keep going. Or I could have walked away. Or I could have did it on my own, but I felt like I needed approval or validation to do X, Y, and Z. It's those constant things that you're going to have to answer to. Because if you want to get to your next point in your life and to your next, like, peak, that's what it takes. That strenuous inner work. There will be tears. There will be moments of like, is it all worth it? I'm not gonna lie. There will be moments of where you're like clinging to God or whoever you believe in. There are a lot of moments where you're just like, whoa, like you're just looking at the bigger picture. You're like, what? Real inner work is very messy and it's not easy. Like, there are moments where you're going to be up at 2 a.m. or you're going to be at work toiling, or you're not going to be in the mood to really be social sometimes, or you're going to be overly social because you're running from work that you need to do. And you have to get real with yourself, and you have to be also, during that time period, be very graceful. Be so graceful on yourself, because you're cracking open a new version of you and a new thought process of you, to where you are on the chopping block, and not to chop yourself up into pieces, but more so like to really dissect and do some major inner surgery on what it is about, you, and how do you feel. Getting in touch with you, basically, writing, singing, doing things, taking yourself out on dates, doing things you never thought you wanted to do, solo traveling, um, uh, finally wanting to dress a certain way that you never dressed before, that you've always been interested in, but not afraid to express yourself, or just even like learning a new language, or being more social with different people that you're not used to being social with. There's a lot of work that goes into this all the time, and you're always going to be mindful of that. So just be graceful, because this is going to be a sensitive period for you, and you're never done doing inner work. Don't just think, oh, I'm healed and I'm this and that. No, there's always more inner work to do as you grow and experience new things. So be gentle with yourself along the way, and you got this. So once you are at that point where you're like, your shoulders are a lot more relaxed, and you're a lot more vocal, you're a lot more confident, you have a lot more bravado to you, you have something to settle into and you feel a lot more comfortable with yourself, that's where you're stepping into your best self. Don't forget that on this journey, on your way to you popping your shit in 2026, you are stepping into your best self from these trials and errors, because 2025 is not an easy year. It hasn't been for anybody, and you just want to continue to keep going throughout whatever hardships that you have going on, because it's not the end for you, and God has you, and you are completely protected. So understand fully that your best self is not waiting on you to be perfect. It's just waiting on you to recognize that you're a human being. You're a complex person, and you're a complex human being. So you are gonna have different peaks and different valleys. It's just waiting for you to just start. Like, just start already. Start doing what you need to do to get there. Get through that inner work and get it done. So you can step into your best self. Because with your best self is nothing like stepping into a room and just being like, damn, like, you know, probably like a year ago, I probably had so much anxiety and didn't want to go anywhere. Now I'm doing something that I would have talked myself out of doing. Like, it's just things like that that are gonna like be like, wow, like I am doing the right thing. I am stepping to my best self. I am being a light that I am, and I'm gonna keep being that for myself and even others in my support system. Along this time period, you're gonna be making one small step at a time, like doing these things that are going to be your building blocks and your new foundation of building yourself and stepping into yourself. And it's easier said than done. So the key to it all is really consistency, and if you're really serious about it. If you're really serious about not being afraid of who you are, if you're really serious about even, excelling in your career, these sacrifices are necessary. Like, so you're going to sacrifice a little embarrassment or a little misunderstanding along the way if somebody just doesn't understand your path and what you're on your way to do. All it takes is those small one choices that you make at a time, one boundary at a time, while you're figuring out what's going on in here and in here. So with that being said, progress beats perfection. Consistency is going to be your friend. Resilience is going to be your mentor. And you're just going to really be able to open up and receive and accept and step into this change in that moment. And remember that always. Now, when you are on your path to stepping into yourself, know that you are unique. Never strive to be like the next person. Always strive to be you, because that's how you're going to tap into and be comfortable when it comes to you. You should never want to look at the next person as like some type of competition, because that's not mentally healthy. And also, that's downplaying yourself as well. Like, why don't you think you're good enough just for you, or you can love yourself enough to not hold yourself up to somebody else? Like, everybody is different. Everybody's unique. Everybody has their own set of ways. So just love the variant and the version that you are. And then you'll be able to, feel good about that shit. Because it's like, yeah, bitch, like, I'm back. Like, I had a little off season. I wasn't feeling my best at the time, or I was going through a little moment at the time. But I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let nothing get in the way of that. Like, you got to understand there's so much power in getting through that and then stepping back into yourself, or a new version of yourself. During this time, as things are changing in the world, in your environment every day, even you, as you are changing, just understand that what you're evolving into is one of one. So why not love that one of one? Why not embrace that one of one? You've done the inner work to get there. You felt lost and had to pivot and transition and look at your options to see where you can go. And you had to step into your true self-love. So why not embrace me being one of one? Understand what comes with that territory. It's gonna be maybe a little bit uncomfortable at first, but it's necessary. It's worth it. Because time is of the essence, baby. And we're in the fourth quarter of 2026. So I'm trying to understand why you're not popping your shit more. Why you're not, understanding that you are you. And you gonna always be you. Why aren't we like grasping these things in the brain? I want be you, be yourself. With that comes so many things, like just being you and being yourself. That's like this girl that made these edibles. This girl that made these edibles, she followed her path, being her and being herself. Now she got a business, making money. Okay? Like, look what comes to that. Fruits of your labor. Fruits of your labor. Be you and be yourself. You never know what's going to come from that. You never know who you're going to affect, who's going to be watching you, and who's going to be like in awe, and who you're going to inspire. You never know who you're going to make feel good about themselves. Like, there are people that I have around me, or even had around me, that because of their light, I felt good in that moment. Like, or I've been reminded of who I am. And you can be the same for others. So don't shy away for that, and don't deprive not only yourself, but don't deprive the next person of a great person that you are, or how knowledgeable you are, how smart you are, or how resourceful you are. Don't deprive anyone else of that, okay? Because it's 2026. You need to be popping your shit, okay? It makes no sense why you're not doing it. I'm not understanding. Like, you just got to understand certain things just come with life. Like this didn't work out, or this failed, or I wasn't happy at this job, or this person made me mad, but that's life, Sometimes it'll knock you off your square. What truly matters is that you come back louder, that you come back bolder, that you come back a new variant, a version of yourself, and stronger and clearer for what's on your next path and what's on to the next for you. What's on your path, what's on your way, like what you can grab to prepare for this, because the times that we're in now, like, you have no choice but to, like, in a way, like, go ahead and chase your dreams. Go ahead and do the things that you always wanted to do. Like, it's about to be 2026. And then you're looking at time. Time is going by super fast. It's going by so fast. Ever since COVID happened, I don't know if COVID, like, put the earth off its axis or something. I just remember, like, an ancient science term. Off its axis. The last time I heard about it, like, Mrs. Bill Nye, okay? Time is going by super fast, and time is of the essence, so you need to be about it. Like, come on. You know what I mean? And even as I made this video, I really thought about that. I'm like, damn, it's really about to be 2026. So I don't want things to hold me back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't want things to hold you back as well. Like, and it could be in any arena. So just remind yourself, like, yeah, you might feel away right now, or yeah, you're here now, but there's another you, another version of you, a better version of yourself waiting on the other side, and they're so worth it. And you have done all the work that you can do for this spot, okay? For this growth, this peace right now. 2026 is calling your name. Okay, 2026 is calling your finances, which is in abundance. It's calling your home, which is going to be in abundance. It's calling your friend circle, which is going to be in abundance. It's calling your family. They're going to experience abundance and blessings. And your workplace, your career, your mind is going to be flourishing. Your emotions are going to be balanced. Everything is calling all these things into abundance. So you need to be prepared and ready. Okay, start doing that work right now, because time is of the essence. Why not just answer to it boldly? Like, you know where you're supposed to be. You know who you are, and you know where you fit in. You know where you belong. You know who you're destined to be. And you're not lost, and you're not stuck. And so pop your shit. Not from arrogance, but from confidence. Like, don't get lost. Like, I definitely understand how that feels. So if you are in a rut, just know you have survived and you have grown and you will continue to shine. So now get up, because it's almost that time, because it's almost 2026. So what you going to do to get there? You enrolled in that class yet? You signed up for your semaglutide yet? Your tirzepatide? You went to that club yet? You went to that art museum yet? You applied for that job yet? You moved to that town yet? You took that trip by yourself yet? Like, what are you doing to be there? Okay? What are you doing to get there? Like, you got this. Okay? All right. But this concludes pretty much episode 16. Just wanted to give like a pep talk and promo this edible. Listen, let me tell you something, because I really feel it now. Like, I really feel it now. I'm finna finish watching The Sopranos, and I'm finna kick my feet up and vibe. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for viewing. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I don't call Twitter X. I don't call X Twitter. Yeah. No. I said the same thing again. I don't call Twitter X. I said it right the first time. See how I was questioning myself? See? What in the word? I don't call Twitter X. I don't call Twitter X. I call it Twitter. And you can follow me, Pink Sadiddy, PYNK. PYNK SIDDITY. Okay? Like, it's like, what's funny? Like, because I'm stuttering. Okay? Like, what? All right, but have a good one, y'all. And I'm going to see y'all episode 17. Y'all keep going and feeling good. You know what the issue is I'm having right now? Like, how do I flow ending the show? How do I flow into, like, just ending the show? I got to practice that more. That's what I love about my show, though. I'm getting it together as I go along, and I'm only grow from here. Oh, make sure y'all let me know what topics, too, y'all want to talk about, and we will go on from there. Also, let me see. I don't have anything else to add, no. But guess what? You the coolest, okay? Like, you got this. Like, whatever it is whatever your heart desires, you got this. Like, don't you ever be ashamed, okay? Like, yeah, you're a bit lost right now. That's fine. Like, you got this. You're gonna keep going no matter what, okay? Like, you're not gonna let nothing stop you. You're not. For what? What's that gonna do? Like, I know this is going on a little bit longer. It's just I'm really having a hard time, like, ending the show. Like, so I just ended, like, right here. I just ended. She's super natural right now. I want to perm her so bad. But I'm gonna let her be. I don't even mess with the creamy crack no more anyway. I have to stop that. Mika's Treats LLC. Do not forget to participate in this cookie taking me to Mars. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'ma end the show for real. Okay, I'm being for real. I'ma end it. But yeah. Hold on. Why do boys be doing this? Every time boys do this, every time boys mock girls doing this, it be so funny to me. Like, it do look like a 22 bust down. It do. I'ma really say bye for real. Cause it's my super short show. Well, you know what it was? I forgot how I do my outros. I forgot that I do the kissy face at the end. Duh. I'm gonna be for real, be for real, be for real. Okay. All right, so don't be don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, why I'm talking to y'all like that? Don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be afraid to like. What's going on? Don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. That's PYNK Pink Sadiddy. And I will see you on episode 17 next time. Because uploading every week be a lot. Because I'll work. But I'm going to just do it anyway. Because I love my show. But I'm going to keep going. You know what I mean? I really want to drop every 2 weeks, but I'm not going to keep doing those things. I'm going to just drop every week. Like I said, the first 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. You heard the bars.